Ayo friendos, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna have a little chatty get ready with me. I'm going to feature the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette. I'll be doing my contour and highlight with it. Also, you'll see Voodoo Glass from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, as well as a few longtime favorite products. And while I put together this amazing look that you see right here, we'll also be chatting it up about the new Jaclyn Cosmetics launch. You guys, just stay tuned. So friendos, this is what I picked up during the Sephora sale. We have the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette. Now I did get the one that was for medium skin tones because the other one just looked too light. And I was hoping to get this to do under foundation contour. So that's what we're going to experiment with today. Now, you guys know I'm not a pro MUA, so I'm going to put this down using my fingers. I'm not going to use a brush. If I was a pro, then of course I wouldn't do that. But, you know, since we're just at home chilling and I am so pushed for time, I'm just going to use my fingers and then we're going to blend everything out with a sponge. Let's get into it. I should have put down some primer first. I had it sitting right here in my lap. So we're using the Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer Step 1 Primer. Y'all, today feels like such a weird day because my sister's not in studio with me. I'm here all alone. She took the kitties out because apparently they're just making too much noise during my videos and she's having to edit out way too much. If you guys are wondering, why are you in your day robe? Why aren't you wearing clothes? Well, I'm super pushed for time, friendos. Unfortunately, it's that time again where we're getting into the busy season with my business that I do. That, of course, is not YouTube. And I am beyond booked. I haven't even had enough sleep this week at all. Did not get a full 8 hours any day this week, but I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that. So if I seem a little off my rocker today, I probably am. So going in with the bronzy shade. And I'm going to be kind of messy with this, just to be real with you guys. I'll clean it up in a moment, but just putting it down, I'm not really worried about exact lines and that kind of thing. I just want the product down in the general vicinity of where I want it to go on my face. And friendos, what about that new Jaclyn launch? Did you guys see the collaboration that she's doing with her mom? Y'all, don't get me wrong. I love my mom, but I cannot imagine working with her. Actually, yes, I can. Because one time, my sister and I had to hire her to do some things with our company. And basically, all she had to do was fulfill orders, like put what people had ordered into a box. Oh my gosh, and boy, was it a day. I'm not going to get too into it because I don't want to be too disrespectful. But oh my gosh, clearly, Jaclyn and her mom have a very different relationship. Oh my goodness. And let's see. So next up, I'm going to put down, I just put down the highlight shade. It's this one right here. It's not very shiny, and I kind of doubt that we're going to see this through my foundation. But, you know, this whole thing is an experiment. So I'm just going to put it down and hope for the best. Okay, so the blush shade next. And then I'm going in, I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. It just says color. That's it. So I guess this right here could be the foundation if you wanted it to be. And I normally don't put a whole lot of like bronzer and contour on my forehead because I have such a short forehead that I don't want to make it appear any smaller than what it already does. I'll contour my nose today just for the heck of it. That's something else I don't normally do. I'm not a huge fan of my nose. It's very long. But I really don't feel like that there's much that I can do that actually makes it look better. Like if I try to put a darker shade on the end of it, a lot of times it just looks like I dip my nose in shit. But the one good thing about having a nose this shape, no one can ever tell when you have boogers. That's right, friendos, we get intellectual on this channel. Next up, I'm going to take the Dior Skin Forever Skin Glow Foundation, and I'm gonna start buffing all this out. So I'm just going to use the tiniest little drop of this. See, teeny tiny. And this is probably one of my most thin foundations. And if I need to use more, I will. So first off, I'm just kind of making the rounds to all the places where I didn't put down any sort of contouring or coloring on my face. I am going to use a little bit more of that color shade, I think. Because I feel like the Skin Glow foundation is drying down a little too quickly. You know what? Let's try this color shade as concealer today. Just see what happens. This sponge is very stiff too. This is my first time using this. This is a sponge from Pure Cosmetics. One of the best brands at Ulta. I feel like Pure only has 2 good products, if I'm being honest with you guys. I might end up, no, I have my beauty blender here. Gonna go wet this, I'll be right back. This is much better. Like I was saying, I feel like Pure only has 2 good products out right now, and that's their bronzer and their Love Your Selfie foundation. Everything else is just subpar to crap quality. Oh yeah, getting back to it, Jaclyn's launch. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I felt like it was a little bit of a bore as far as the color story is concerned, and really even the products that are coming out in that collection. Now, granted, they're necessities, but I would have liked to seen a blush palette or a bronzer palette. Also, kudos to Jaclyn's mom. Like, she looks fantastic. I don't really know how old she's supposed to be, but her face is flawless. Like, she really doesn't have very many wrinkles and if she had age spots, you can't see it in that video. So she clearly has had a very good combo of taking care of herself, and she really knows how to do her makeup probably. So using the color shade in place of concealer under my eyes, I definitely can still see a little bit of dark circles peeking through. It did obscure them a little bit, but I don't know that I would recommend this as a concealer. So let me use another concealer on top of that. I don't feel like I need much, so I am going to go in with my Han Skincare Cosmetics concealer. This may still be on sale at the time that my video goes up. I don't know, but it has been on sale at Ulta for 30% off. If you guys would like to try it out, now's a good time. So out of Jaclyn's collection, the thing that interested me the most had to be the powder. I'm really curious about that powder. Because right now I have a fine line that's just sitting here on my forehead because I cannot make my forehead relax. I have to raise my eyebrows 5 million times a day when I talk. I just can't get it under control. And I need some Botox, and I don't have time to go get it. So we'll see what happens. Doing a bit of a bake today. I guess this is really a pseudo bake because I'm not going in with so much powder, but definitely more than what I usually do under my eyes. Ooh, girl, they feel tight. Definitely feel tight today. All right, and then I'm going to do a light dusting of powder everywhere else on my face real quick. So I can see the contour that I did peeking through under the foundation and everything. I do feel like a lot of it got blended away. So I will be trying this out again, But I would say this is more like movie star natural makeup. The kind where you're wearing makeup, but you're not supposed to see the makeup. And I do feel like the dry down on it was pretty nice. Like, it doesn't look too shiny, but it doesn't look dull and cakey. Now I'm going to go over top of it with some bronzer. So just using my faithful old Smashbox palette. I have Hit Pan, which is kind of crazy for me. And I always feel like if I am doing a full glam look, that everything looks so much more put together if I have liquid or cream contour down first and then I go over top of it with powders to amplify it. It looks more natural in every single light. And I'm going in with some blush from Hourglass. And I'm actually unable to see any of the highlight underneath the slight little layer of foundation and powder that I put down. So I guess we should add some, huh? So I'm going to use the Rose Cheek Duo from Natasha Denona, a little golden highlight shade in here. And I'm going to make things super easy on myself today. I'm going to reach for Voodoo Glass, the other Jeffree Star Cosmetics eye gloss shade that I didn't try on in my dedicated video for this. If you haven't seen that video, it's up on my channel right now. Should go check it out. Since this is nearby, I'm just reaching for it for all of my eyeshadow needs today. Anyways, back to it. So that palette that Jaclyn is coming out with in collaboration with her mom, that color story is not for me. Like, you guys know I really gravitate towards a more warm color story. That one is very cool tone. I know Jaclyn said that it's kind of a meet in the middle. I just see cool tones. I saw maybe one warmer tone in there. So I don't know if I want to pick it up or not, if I'm being honest. Because on one hand, I want to know what the formula is like. I might just watch some reviews. We'll see. I do think I will get the powder though. Because like I said before, she said that it's not supposed to settle into the fine lines. And yeah, I need some help here, Jaclyn, like ASAP. Okay, so going with Voodoo Glass now. Oh, this is so pretty. This absolutely reminds me of ABH. This is like a shade in the Subculture palette from ABH. Y'all know which one. If you know, you know. Oh, I love this. And I don't want to take this up as high today as what I did with the other glosses that I used on my channel. I just kind of want to use it as more of a shimmer shade / eyegloss. But yeah, I don't want it going all the way up to my eyebrows today. Not today. I'm going to use a brush for the rest because I can't really get my little fingy in there. Or like my big fat fingy. And I did get slightly more fallout with this shade than I did the other two. But I was being a little bit more careless as well. So it's probably my fault, if I'm being honest. And I'm going to use the Permagel Ultra Glide On Eye Pencil in Extreme Black. This is from Pat McGrath Labs. Been reaching for this almost every time I line my eyes now. It's just so good, you guys. It was one of those products that I had before and then forgot about. And I'm like, how did I ever forget you? And then I'm going to use the anti-gravity, the highly rated anti-gravity mascara from Milani. This is such a good one for on the days where you're in a hurry. It just goes on very quickly and you'll immediately see that volume, length, and lift. As time goes on, I'm seeing slightly more fallout from this eye gloss. I said before that I did notice more with this one than the other two that I tried out, which were Brain Freeze and Crystal Joint. I had basically no fallout with those. Also, I'm mildly curious about Jaclyn's eyeliners, but I'm not that curious at the same time. I don't get into eyeliners as much as most people as far as like pencil eyeliners. Because I feel like the ones that I have, they're next to perfect, and I don't feel the need to go out and get new ones. It's kind of interesting because I have other products in my collection where I'm like, this is next to perfection. Like my Sunrise palette from Natasha Denona, I can't imagine a better quality palette in the world than that palette. Like the mattes blend themselves. Everything is so pigmented. And the shimmers are gorgeous as well. But yet I still go out and I buy other eyeshadow palettes in that color story. Do you guys feel me? Can you guys relate here? Don't leave me hanging, guys. Let me know. Are you the same way? And I'm going to line my lips today with Buxom lip liner. This is in the shade. This right here I've had for so long. Everything is just... I think this is called Undercover. But yeah, she's kind of old. All the writing is chipping away. Now it's time to dip into Mull It Over. This is from the MAC Powder Kiss collection. And I suppose that sums up my makeup look for today. I know it's nothing like unbelievable or fancy, but I was hoping to get to try out this product with you guys since it's my first time using it. I'm impressed. I definitely want to use this again. If ever I was going to be a professional makeup artist, I would want something like this in my kit. I didn't have any problem with this, so I mean, this one would be fine, but I know there's others out there like it. I think that you would get a very skin-like natural finish and still be able to contour and highlight without it ever being detectable. I really did enjoy this, and I will be using it more on and off of my channel. I know I was kind of scatterbrained with the whole Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics launch, but I do want to hear from you guys and find out what products from the launch, if any, interested you the most, because again, I want to bring you guys content that you are interested to see. I'm sorry that today was such a rush job, but that's just my life right now, unfortunately. I guess I need to get going and get on with the rest of my day. And friendos, I wish you all a phenomenal rest of your day. Let me know your methods of contouring in the comment section down below. I always like to hear your opinions and get your insights because some of you are quite the experts. Please give this video a like, it really helps my channel to grow. And of course, please subscribe if you have not done so already. Because if not, we'll both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. All right, guys, have a great one. Bye.